All right, before we get this video started, I do want to acknowledge that I will not be trading next week on any take profit accounts. I'll probably be trading sim, but there won't be any content posted because I don't have any accounts to trade currently. So yeah. So this right here is Monday, and I had trade early this morning. Based on my schedule now, I may have trade earlier just on Monday and Wednesdays. Rather than trading at 9:30 open, 8:30 a.m. area, I have to trade 6, 7-ish. So this is where these trades take place, and I was looking at this short off the current low area. The idea was to fill make a current high. I mean, not current low, current high. When Phil make a current high when I got up there, I decided to trade. As you saw, I did take a loss. We're into the same trade idea, shorting the market. Got a little ambitious with my target down there. I was actually looking for it to come on down to pre-low. And I should have been able to manage that a little bit better. I do think this got close to that area down there. I had the blue box stuck. But yeah, they pulled all the way back against me. I think I took a break even, a small loss. Okay, and this trade closed out. Okay, this was a trade I believe. But so this is trade number 3 for that morning. And I see we're in the minis. So we're scalping the minis. That's why we would try to have short targets. But even then, you know, The good thing though, the volatility was pretty low this morning, so we didn't really get burnt or anything like that. And yeah, so I don't know if this is a trade that does it. Okay, I guess not. All right, right here is Tuesday, and we're trading the regular morning time that we normally would. And we saw an area that we took a little buy off of, and we did it. That was based off the 1 minute time frame. We're trading the minis again, and this is actually morning of Tuesday, so like 12 a.m. in the morning. It's not 9:30 open time. If I did say regular time, wasn't. But yeah, the market looking pretty good, so we're taking trades at this time, which we shouldn't be doing. But hey, you know, the deed was done. But what I'm really gonna focus on this week and next week is really just, and this is for my sim trading, by the way. I'm gonna focus on me just being rule based, and trying to stick to a rule. I'm trying to train my brain to be rewarded by following the process rather than taking the actual trade itself and being happy to see the money or being sad to see a loss. And I listened to a few psychology books. I listened to a YouTube video about it, and that makes the difference between a trader is just knowing what works for you, so you can trade in that carefree state of mind. So I even think about risking less or possibly lowering my trade amount for the day. I'm looking even at prop firm challenges, always broken down. And they were saying pretty much that you are better off trading less than you are trading more. So 2 to 3 trades is good for me. That's my goal. All right, so right here, this is the morning of Tuesday. So later down that time, 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. that trading time I normally look for. And yeah, so this is how the first trade was going. But in all honesty, back to what I was saying though. So I'm looking to take 2 or 3 trades, because the more trades you take, lower quality trades will become. And on top of that, the more inclined you are going to tilt. I normally like to take 4 trades, but I realize that's not really working out too well for me right now. So I may try to lower my risk or lower the trade amount to maybe 3 trades, like I said, to see how I feel about that. And we're looking at see how people trade these prop firm accounts. They just risk and don't really be bothered. Like once you risk $5 in minis, it kind of like those for a loop. You gotta know maybe 4 of those losses back to back, your account's blowing up. Which is why I feel the need to stay in the micros or risk 1 contract and have a small target in the minis. But yeah, I just have to figure out the happy balance between how I trade and being able to take profits so that I don't get burnt and find myself going tilt consistently. And yeah, because if you try to make this a long-term thing, you gotta have a long-term plan. So that is what needs to be worked on. And I did watch a video talking about how to create a journal and grade yourself based on that week by week. So emotional journal, that'll be the focus for 1 week. Rules next week. Trade execution following week. I might try something like that as well. I think that might be very beneficial for me, and may actually help me get to the next step and over the hump. All right, so this is actually Wednesday, roughly 6 a.m. that time of the day, 6 a.m. 7 a.m. and this is where I actually did the wrong thing, crashed out. And the funny thing is about this day is I believe my account was at $1,500, or at least I was like $1,300 on my account, which means I just had to make $1,700, I believe. So whenever I hit that 1,500 mark, I always tend to do something foolish, but I don't really acknowledge that to be the case, because then I'm gonna subconsciously believe, or it's not get to have I'm doing something foolish. But I found I never had an issue really passing 25K accounts when you take profit. It's for the 50Ks, and I don't really know what it is specifically about it. Maybe the window of passing and just be able to trade aggressively on the 25K account makes it easier to be good, or the 50K account in itself, the amount that I want to get is maybe daunting. I don't really know what it is psychologically for me. Even when it came to Apex, I had no issue passing a 50K account with the Eternal Threshold being involved and all that. And another thing too, I was struggling to pass a 25K account when it came to Apex. So it's kind of interesting how it's flipped upside down when it comes to trading take profit compared to Apex, that I have an easier time with 25K account and a harder time with 50K account. But yeah, we'll keep it going. I think I might get a 25K account and see how that goes. But the 50K account, maybe so I may revisit. Still trying to decide what I want to do. Cause long term, I want to have 50K accounts and higher. But just for the sake of getting a payout, it might be smart for me to get a 25K account. Yeah, right. This trade was foolish. I should have closed out the second attack in that area. Instead, one thing I tried to be greedy. This actually was the trade I was referring to early in the video when I said I believe I came down closer to that blue box. If you scroll back, you'll see what I'm talking about. But anywho, I should have got that trade the second and tapped in that area, or have my stop in front of it. I need to start getting out of more certain areas that I know the market will probably get to, instead of catching the resistance and run the risk of it pulling all the way back, or catch support and run the risk of it pulling all the way back on me, like what happened in that trade a few trades ago now. But I got very stubborn here, and I'm shorting here. No, I'm not even shorting, I'm long. And that was as dumb as it would go long at. I identified the area resistance, and it didn't close above that close, and yeah, I went long. Yeah, at this point, your boy just, I'm expecting the count. I'm like, this is what it is. I was just trying to get lucky at this point. Stopped out immediately. The constant stop out was getting me annoyed, I'll be honest. But this is how the account got blown up, and as you see, the executions were there. So yeah, overall, wasn't the greatest week. Honestly, it was very short of a week, due to my impulsive trading and poor discipline. But like I said, I'll be gone probably next week, possibly 2 weeks. I'm not too sure. I'll ask you what my finances looking like. Got fees I gotta pay for the upcoming weeks, so I know I can't buy an account this coming week. So we'll see what my pocket's like next week. If not, you'll see me probably second week of August or third week of August, the latest.